What's going on, everyone? My name is Gucci Miss, and welcome to the Great Ace Attorney Adventures. So yeah, been waiting for this one for a couple months. Let's hop right in. Let's see what's happening.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
Ominous. Oh shit. Oh my
But for
god.
one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Oh, why'd you do it, bro? Why'd you do it? That can't be it. You couldn't have done it. That's the main character, I think. The Adventure of the Great Departure. I think that's what that said. 22nd of November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicator, I'm an idiot. Defendant's Antechamber 5. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors of this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Oh god. That sucks, man. Why'd you shoot him? What? Oh, nothing. Save your glares, murderer. Sorry. I'll be a dick, man. I couldn't have done it. My name is Ryonosuke Naruhodo. Interesting. Can I just call you Ryu, man? I'm just gonna call you Ryu. I'm a second-year student in the Imperial Yumi University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough! Who's this? Oh man, headband bro. Oh shit. He's not obligated to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? I should probably give you a different voice, but I'm just kind of too lazy to do voices right now. Yes, and the judge has given the verdict on his case. No one has the right to treat, until the judge has given verdict on his case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal, so you will hold your tongue. Technicalities. Look, you haven't even graduated yet. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryu, whatever. Oh yeah, of course, sorry. What are you apologizing to me for, bro? Oh, I suppose that wasn't my fault. What wasn't your fault? Shooting the guy? Are you sure? You were holding the gun, it looked like. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. I guess that's his name, Kazuma. There you go, again, apologizing. Just like always. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yumi University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder somebody. And there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high. You mean... I believe you. I know you're innocent, Rio. Rio or Ryu? I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter all that much. Kazumi Asogi, My best friend and also second year at Yumi University. But he's far more clever than I. Star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Ooh, nice. Impressive considering his... Oh, God. It's not that impressive. Stop sucking my dick, man. It's too... The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old here in Japan anyway. I did not click forward on that. This game is like doing whatever it wants. Kitty, you shouldn't do that, man. My qualifications don't mean much yet. Yeah, you said the exact same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Oh, my kitty wants to fly. Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So, you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you. I'm proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend, like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. I want to bring change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean, to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. And come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. Aw, this friendship, my boys. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. He kind of bailed and didn't pay his bill. Zogi, may I have a word? Oh. New people. Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now, Asogi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. You're advocating for the defense in a trial was... You advocating for the defense in the trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Oh my god. See, I just I cannot read this fucking shit sometimes, I swear to god. Who is this man? I feel as though I have seen him at university before. I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Ryu, I'll see you in the courtroom. Yeah, thanks, Kazuma. Oh, you don't gotta bow to me, I'm a murderer. I mean... Oh, this is awkward. Very awkward. Oh, yeah, yep, this is very awkward. This is awkward. If I may. Yeah, sorry. You must be the defendant. Ryosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yes. Sorry. Dude was yelling from the other room. My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I am a professor of forensic medicine at Yumi University. Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Oh, that's nice. Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. Yeah, he's my bro. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. How does that make any goddamn sense? What? As I suspected, you were unaware of this. Of course! I just started the game, for God's sakes. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you. He agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. Oh my God. Government being dickheads. Who'd have thought? But I didn't do it. I swear, I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I'll say that in front of the murderer. I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiar. I know the word. I don't know why I can't say the word. Peculiar. I can say it in my head. My tongue won't say it. Peculiarities. Peculiarities about today's trial. Fuck it. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. I would hope not. Right, so as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. And then we will be married. I do. Oh, you said it. We're married. Sorry. What will the question be? Surely not. Will you take it? Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Defendant. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. It would seem our screw. Dude, don't make me do difficult. All right. S-word discussions are cut short. I'm sorry. I can read, I swear to God. That's like at least a 12th grade reading level, though. And I can't do it. I'm sorry. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this case, in this trial, whatever. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving, there's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. This is it. If this trial goes badly, Zuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. What's more, I'll be found guilty. Murder. Spend the rest of my life in jail. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lays ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. Because I had no choice, that bailiff was going to kill me. My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. Oh my God. 22nd of November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicator. Judicator? Yeah, that's what it was. Courtroom 2. Yes. Yes. So, this is a courtroom. Yep, that looks like a courtroom. The Supreme Court of Judicator. No court in the land has more power. I don't much like the look of the people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, Ryu. It's about to begin. Oh shit. Down comes the gavel. The court will now hear the trial of Ryosuke Naruhodo.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to the trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I'm obliged to ask for a final confirmation now, not conversation. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then if I say I do... I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Yeah, I'll do it. Sure. We don't need to think about this. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will... I did not push anything, goddammit. Oh, that was me. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Ryosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. You'll be what? What are you playing at, Ryu? Professor Miko Toba told me everything just now before the trial. He did what? He said that if your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose... Well said. Means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off? Oh, I can get you. So I won't even go there. I won't even go there. No, it's not that really. I know you can get me off. Damn it, I went there. It's just that... Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Miko Toba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Objection!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? Huh? Oh, yeah, exactly. I wasn't exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. Shit. In fact, my mind's complete blank. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Huh. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, he must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
Shouldn't you know what I've done already? As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicator of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo?
Yes, Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken.
My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am.
So let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Yes.
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Well, that's easily enough. I've heard his names more times than I care to remember. But wait. I'm so nervous. I can't even remember that. What was it again? Oh, come on.
Ryu, get your shit together.
Ryu. Let me guess. My mind's gone blank. You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that. Simple. You can access the court record with the press of E. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's on there. I just have to press E for the court record. Alright.
There's no time to lose. Okay, I guess I'll do that now.
This is a list of the evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people with E.
Very nice.
You'll find the details about the victim in here. Just when you're done, press C. When you're done, press C to go back.
Okay.
So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press R to present. Try it now.
Okay. This guy, John H. Wilson, the victim of the case, who was visiting professor of medicine at Yumi University from the British Empire. What time period are we in, anyways? Maybe it already said? I don't think it said, though. No, wait, it did say the year, didn't it? God damn it.
Yes!
I am not paying enough attention for a Phoenix Wright game. The victim name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Okay.
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yumi University 3 years ago.
Indeed. Which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. Excuse me. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. Anglo, not Angelo. And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates from the Imperial Yumi University, are you not? Murdering a professor from this very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? I didn't do it.
The case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why the trial has these unusual peculiarities. I almost had it that time. Is it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman.
Gay! Sorry.
Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman.
But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. And we did see that. Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer.
Good idea.
After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this, you poor fuckboy. Sorry. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. Well, if you ever took me anywhere nice. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. His name is Dr. Wilson. So I went over to the professor's table. Hi. And introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. That's when I shot him in cold blood. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
How did the professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. I shot him in the head. Ha! Gotcha, bitch.
Well, the cause of death, well, that was obviously, when I shot him.
Sorry.
Ryu, remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
By evidence? But how?
And a piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death, and then press select. Do it now!
Post-mortem,
yes.
There we go. And I could have read the damn thing. Well, I just, According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
Learn to read, you imbecile. That's a post-mortem report, I take it. Oh, man, I'm personally attacked.
Sorry, yes, that's right. The post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects the corpse to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Oh, I see.
As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. You'll probably will be. I mean, you're kind of in the middle of the test.
This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Interesting. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. Wonderful. So, that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. Never seen a picture in my entire life. That really is weird. That's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. Yep. Much more detailed than a drawing. Very well, I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Amen, Ninja. Certainly, Your Excellency.
So
without further ado, in order to better appraise the court with the facts of this case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
This is it then. Gonna have to come up with a new voice for somebody. Shit.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
Professor? You mean Dr. Mikotuba?
Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant.
Ah, of course. When he was speaking to me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? By oar, I mean penis. And by in, I mean, well, never mind.
Maybe, but can you give it... Any help you give me would greatly be appreciated, Kazumata. Sorry.
Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. You're a mess, man.
Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Yeah, I know, that headband's all over the place. There's not even a draft in here. Oh.
Witness.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hanos. Oh god. Satoru Hosoaga? Hosoaga, maybe? Hosonaga? Hosonaga. Yeah, Hosonaga. That's what I'm going with. I am the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called La Carnival. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up somewhere. Oh god, he's bleeding. It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Well, it really should.
As everyone knows, the capital southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, and an Occidental eatery. Well, I don't even know what half of these words are anymore. 3 days ago. Am I just going dumb? I'm probably going dumb, ain't I? Understood. Hosonaga-san, will you kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident? At once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, perspiring, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have a few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there was only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it, too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. Was when I was in the kitchen putting away the crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. Well, I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor for some fucking reason. Why would you do that? Beside the professor, I didn't shoot him. Dude, you never pick up strange guns. That's like rule number 1 about finding a gun. You don't touch that shit. Unless, well, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Some people would obviously secure the weapon. But, I don't know. Still, seems sketch to me. I believe I asked you to refrain from your petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur. But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo. Don't worry, Ryu. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. If I may confirm 1 point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with gun in hand was the same man we see here today in court. Yes, without question. I see. Apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table.
What's the matter, Ryu?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello... Oh, a lady. There was a woman sitting opposite of him at his table.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have just missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Interject again, I guess? Yes. I might get penalized, but that's okay, I got 5 life. Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table. Dear me, what are we going to do with you? Well, with your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? I'll be a dick about it, but I'm sure of what I saw. Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? That is not your voice. Is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you'd like to. Let me see. Sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the English gentleman was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Well... Oh, do you not like that? Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course, here you are.
What was that about?
He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something seems to have shaken him. The waiter's business card is entered into the court record. Interesting. So, the court has now heard a precise of the case. The precise. That may be that word, I don't know. I'm not a fucking lawyer. Yes, the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial here today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Is that true? Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I call this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who are present at the scene of the crime. Ooh, boy.
What do you think I should do, Kazumata?
What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another. Seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence?
You fucking nuts, dude.
Everyone keeps telling me this trial is unusual and about these peculiar... I almost had it that time. My brain was like, you can say it. And then it didn't work. You've said it. Professor Mikotoba said it. And so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it?
I mean, this really is all about me at the end of the day. Sorry. What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then the defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryu. Oh, God. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. And we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Oh my God, he wants a piece. Indeed. Prosecutor Aochi. Aochi? Please continue with proceedings. Well, you were warned. Young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witnesses. Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. More witnesses. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Sergeant, or Army Sergeant Yesa Nosa, reporting for duty, sir. I'll work on that. The voice will get better, don't worry. Yes. Myself, I find employ as purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasutai, a humble premise in the 2nd District, Kiryodo Kurekuta, at your service. An antiques dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be diners of that other table the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite of aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon, and not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios of which I make my business. Yeah. I can't understand a single word that old man is saying. He's an antiques dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. Seriously, it wasn't being too complicated. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant and rich clientele. Right, I see, although, to be honest, that sergeant looks like more like he'd be a seller than a buyer. Now you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious event. Is that correct? Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. That black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded the firearms, sir. Why was there a baby crying sound? That was really weird. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. Yeah, I heard a baby. So, this is the evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment when you shocked the victim dead. Yeah. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment
that the incident occurred. Sir, yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir.
Unsavory memories of most acrobic afternoon.
Forgive me if I get words wrong, please. I'm dumb as fuck. What the witnesses saw. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black, uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, a cowardly little weasel. Well, that already doesn't make sense.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Well, so you, Sergeant Noza, was actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy.
What times we live in, when an English gentleman may have been assailed in the broad light of day.
But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anybody. Is that really true, Ryu? Yes, all I did was pick up that gun I saw lying on the floor. After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting, I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, damn. Well, if that's the truth, there's obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. That somewhere is these two witness testimonies. There's a clue in who the criminal was. There is? Ryu, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? Do it now.
As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It's time to bring the despicable student to justice.
Certainly, the testimony the court just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it's my grave duty to declare the verdict of... don't verdict yet, bro. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? The defense demands its right to a cross-examination.
Dear me. Let me guess. The Hachamaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
What a weird sentence.
Huh? How did he know? The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Kazuma is so commanding. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witness. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Rio. But I don't even know what I have to do in the cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witness's statement.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means that what that soldier said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but
It's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence.
right, evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying.
Now let's go, Ryu. Don't let them beat you.
I like the smack. That's pretty great. All right, then. It's all or nothing. Cross-examination time. But I think we're going to do cross-examination next time. So thank you all so much for watching. I really would like to play this whole game for the YouTube, but I don't know. We'll see how these first couple episodes do. And, we'll see if it's worth doing, because I can't take too much of a break from Suikoden. I already promised myself I have to finish that one, even though I just barely got the fucking HQ. Oh, man. It's a long game, I can already tell. And I haven't even gotten close to 108 recruitable characters in that game, but hey, we're making progress. But this game's great. I'm loving it so far. I hope it's going to end up being worth playing for the YouTubes, so we'll see. But hey, once again, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.